Hey everybody, it's Margot.
Guys, I'm such a fucking actress.
And Lydia.
Strong black woman over here.
But you already know why we're here.
Pop off, sis.
I went commando on public transportation, huh?
Oh my god.
I love a good lazy river.
Because I'm lazy and I like water.
Pop off, sis.
Guys, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of hungover right now.
The content you may not want but deserve.
Pop off.
I think I popped off about that.
You popped
Pop
off.
off.
Pop off, sis! Hello, everyone. Welcome back.
Welcome back, everyone. Hello. On this cozy, somewhat rainy Monday.
Yeah, it is rainy out, and I don't love it, to be honest.
I know, but you're giving me fall, comfy, cozy vibes, so we're here for it. I am too a little bit.
Yes, with the sweater, we got the sweater, we got the fuzziness. I was telling Lydia that I feel like I look like Bella from Twilight because I look really pale and my hair is really dark, and Bella, I guess I am her. Where's my vampire boyfriend? That's my question.
You had an eventful weekend. Let's hear about your Friday night.
Yes. Thank you for that, Lydia. My Friday night was I was in a Zoom play. So it was on Zoom, a live stream to YouTube. So it was still live technically, but you just couldn't see the audience or anything like that. The play, well, it was a part of a festival called Fall Fest, and there were 4 new plays read on the night I was going. There were 2 nights. I was in this play called Icarus. Icarus came here once. Oh my god.
What is it called?
Icarus came here one, or Lee Daniels stared at the sun. There we go. Stared at the sun once and wrote this. It's a really long title.
Oh.
And it is it's a very experimental, weird play. And you know what? It was fun because I don't get to do that kind of stuff that much. And it was just like very this. And if you're listening and you can't see me, what I'm doing, I'm waving my arms around. It was very that. We love an experimental play. Very fun. But the process was a bit of an experience, as in I didn't have my first rehearsal until Tuesday, and the play was on Friday. So I was very stressed. But then it all came together. It always does. Theater always does. Fun fact about this is that the live stream is up through the end of the week, so you can go see it. It's at, on the Masked Collective's YouTube. I will link all the info, and the best part is that we will be paid via donation. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna take all of the Venmo money they get from their Venmo at Masked. What is that called?
Underscore?
What?
Underscore? What is it?
No, it's not an underscore. What is that? Dash?
Oh, yeah.
They're taking out donations, which there is a dash in there, from Masked Dash Collective on Venmo, and splitting it between all of the artists evenly. So if you want me to get more than like $2, you know, maybe you want to just throw in a couple bucks or something. I don't know. Anyways, that was my rose this week. It was very fun. It was an experience. Lydia saw it very nicely, very graciously. I love a supportive friend. And Lydia, tell me about your rose.
Well, before my rose, I just want to say, yes, I saw it. First-hand account, I can tell you it was worth the watch. Margot was giving you the creepy vibes as the sun. She was giving you, like, mystery, but also you did a really good job of making us feel like we were watching a play. Like, you seemed very in the moment, as an actress should be, and you have to see it to know what I'm talking about, but you almost felt like she was watching you through the Zoom, and you'll understand that if you watch. But yeah, well done. I say you guys did a great job for literally not practicing together ever, right? This is all virtual, and good job. And I was planning to donate before watching, but after watching, definitely will donate. So please do. One more time for the people, Margot, at Masked-Collective
Dash.
for Venmo. Okay, cool. My rose is very exciting, and you all as listeners and viewers will see this book again, wink wink, soon. That was not a wink, I blinked, but you will hear about this soon again. But my rose is this book right here, What Would Frida Do, by the one and only Ariana Davis. She is what I call a cousin, sister, friend, but someone I've grown up with, a wonderful young woman, and she has written this book. It's so pretty. It's about the late artist Frida Kahlo, and it is kind of like a modern take on how Frida would live her life if she were here today. And it's called A Guide to Living Boldly. So it's kind of like anybody, but specifically a woman's guide to just living your best life, basically. And I'm very proud of her, and I just wanted to shout that out because it just came out on October 20th. You can go anywhere that books are sold to buy yourself a copy. It's worth the read, and I haven't read it yet. And I just wanted to read the bottom of the summary so you get a better idea instead of me rambling. And it says, What Would Frida Do conjures Frida's brave spirit and encourages women to persevere through pain, create fearlessly, stand by their own truths, and embrace their brightest, boldest selves.
I love that.
So shout out to her.
Shout out.
Very
Go get yourself a copy.
Yes. Oh, breaking news, Margot. I gotta tell you.
What?
Okay, I'm officially a part of Bachelor Nation.
We did it. Okay, so just really quick before we dive into it, Lydia, as much as I want to talk about everything with you, I haven't seen the second episode yet.
Me neither. No, me
neither. Oh my gosh, perfect, because I've been trying to avoid spoilers all week like the plague. Okay. Sorry, back to you. Tell me about it.
No, you're good. No, I literally was like coming into this like, oh gosh, I've only seen the first episode. Margot's gonna be like, you have nothing to contribute then. So good. I'm glad you haven't either. I feel that this is a good time for me to join because there is so much tea. Like the first 10 minutes of the premiere was tea. Wow, I'm hooked. Okay. My thoughts. I know I won't keep it short, but
No, go into it. This is our time, Lydia. Do you understand this is the first time we can bond about this show?
I know. Are you proud? Are you
Yes, I'm really proud.
Honestly, we can bring back. We're going to have Bachelor recaps now every episode. So we got to stay up to date, but I'm glad if we're ever behind, it's like we're behind together.
Yes.
Okay. First impression, I was happy that Claire, the Bachelorette, is 39 because I am here for no ageism. Like, I love it. I love being fair. I didn't really understand how it worked at first, so I didn't understand, like, we're going to see each man come out of the limo and, like, have their first impression with Claire, but I didn't know they could be all, like, creative. Like, some guy came in with a straight jacket. Someone came in a bubble, like, to be funny about quarantine, being in a bubble. And, like, I don't know, it was just funny, but also I'm thinking, like, if I was Claire, like, to have the energy up for 39, for all these men, I'm like, okay, hi, like, I'm so excited. Like, I would not be able to hide my emotions if I did not think you were cute. I'm sorry. Leave now. Like, okay, are we saying names? Am I spoiling names? Because you know.
Yeah,
okay.
we know.
Okay. Call me crazy, but Mr. Dale, I need a tall glass of water. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm a sucker for white teeth, straight teeth. He is just it. Okay, his ears, we can work on the ears. We can get those things back. We can do something with the ears. But, melanin, skin type. He is just, yes. Okay, so off of Dale. Do you agree? Sorry, do you agree?
Oh, yes.
Thank you. Okay. And like, okay, so Dale was the one that after Claire met him, she was like, I think I just met my husband. I'm out here like, girl, I feel you because he is fine. But at the same time, like, love at first sight, whatever, but it's like, do you really know? You don't know his personality at all. You're just basing it on how he looks.
We have got to discuss.
But there's rumors. Is that what you're about to go into? Yes.
Well, not even about the rumors, but just, I don't know if you peeped, she said that, and literally after she said that, Chris Harrison, who is the host of the show, if you don't watch the show, comes over to her. She is in the process of meeting the 30 guys who have just gone through this entire process over the course of 6 months, I think, to be able to even get to the first night, to the first rose ceremony, because they had to do, like, come 2 weeks early, get a quarantine test, all this stuff. Some of them had quit their jobs, all this crazy stuff. She's in the process of meeting all these men, and after meeting one of them, I don't know which limo he was in, I forget, but she goes, she's shaking, and she was like, I just blacked out. I think I just met my husband. You know, when you're 39, you know what you want, all of this stuff. Chris Harrison of the show, the host of the show, comes over and is like, did you just say that? Because if you really feel that way, what are we supposed to do with the next 2 months of filming?
Right. Oh, I didn't even think. In his mind, he's like, what the fuck? Yes. Duh. Oh, God.
I will insert a picture of his face. Maybe you can see some of the panic on it. Because they're like, are you kidding me? We just went through all of these hoops just for you to meet your husband on the first night? That's not the way The Bachelor works.
Oh my God, right. Oh no. Yeah, she should have kept that in. Kept it a little, okay. But then I heard there's tea that, like, she had stalked him on Instagram or something before they started filming, so she really knew stuff about him, like, instead of coming in blind to it, like, she knew who he was. So they're saying, like, that wasn't really fair if so we'll see how that plays out. Well, but
because she literally says, I knew it. Like, when he walks up,
yeah.
she's like, you know, they're like, hi, nice to meet you, or whatever. But then she says, I knew it, in terms of feeling the way she did. So she claims there's only one guy who wasn't Dale who reached out to her before the show aired. That's what she said. But she knew every single, like, the list of guys, every single guy who's going to be on our season, which means she had 6 months to just sit at home and stalk these men if she wanted to. So what some people are saying is that maybe she sat around and looked at his Instagram. Obviously, he's a very good-looking man. So maybe she started, like, dreaming him up. And so when she first meets him, it's like all of those. And I think there must have been some sort of talking. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I think she was lying, but I could be wrong. But regardless, she's been dreaming up this man for 6 months, and now he's standing there in front of her. I mean, I'm sure she just about, you know, like,
ooh.
Yeah,
right. She had to resist, right. Yeah, good point. But I'm rooting for him. He's so cute. And, like, even when they had their, okay, so, you know, he got the first impression rose, which, okay, I'm hip to that now. There's the first impression rose, and then, you know, you save all the guys you want to save. Is there a certain amount of men you have to send home?
Yes.
Each week? Okay. So, and I felt bad because some of those guys didn't even get to talk to her one-on-one. I would be pissed. Like, you came all this way, you maybe quit your job, like, and you could be fine. You just didn't get a chance because you got the drama with the country dude and this other man's talking. Okay, this is what you get for being a snitch. I don't remember his name, but basically, for those that don't watch, there was one of the contestants, has like a very heavy accent, southern accent, and he claimed that this other guy on the show was, like, really had a girlfriend and wasn't single when he came on to meet Claire. And basically this country dude told Claire that, and she basically punished him for snitching and ended up saving the guy that may or may not already have a girlfriend, and country dude is gone. So lesson number 1, don't snitch.
That's the big, you cannot watch one season of any of the Bachelor franchise, spin-offs, whatever. You can't watch one season and not know that if you snitch, it's just gonna get you sent home. That's always what happens. It's always a bad idea. And on night 1,
I mean, yeah. If you want to say he was just trying to protect her, I guess you could say that. But like, know your place. But I'm also rooting for. So okay, so Claire kissed 2 men on this first night, and it was Dale, of course, because like, of course, I would like. Oh, of course. That's all I can say. He's so cute. Okay, we gotta insert a picture of him because
We like
remember.
put it in without sound for like a couple minutes. So that
Yeah.
take it.
Right. And remember, we can fix his ears, okay? Just come in with an open mind when you see him. And then, okay, so I should know more names, but the other guy she kissed was the only guy that broke this rule about not contacting Claire before meeting in person, basically. And he did anyway, and she was so happy he did, because it showed he really wanted to talk to her and was interested, and he didn't care about the rules because he risked not even being able to come and be on the show at all by contacting her.
Yeah.
So I'm rooting for him, and their kiss just seemed really good, and he just seems like a good guy, so I'm here for him too. But honestly, Margot, see, she's got all the viewers now biased because I'm like, I can't see past Dale anymore. I'm like, okay, well, clearly it's going to be Dale.
I know. And it's also about their editing. Like, I think that The Bachelor is the best show at editing, especially their like promos and their trailers for like the next week's episode. But the editing of the episode, like, they can turn an entire nation into hating a single person from that show. It's like they have a lot of power. But okay, I just have to say, what did you think? Yes, Dale and Claire, they have already made it for us. Those editors were like, you're gonna fall in love with them in 2 seconds. There we go. Cue nice music, pretty lighting. But I'm sorry, their first kiss, it was a little weird because Claire just kind of stuck her hands out. Like, nobody leaned in. But she just stuck her hands out and was like, essentially like, come to me in a way. I don't know if you peeped that, but she was just kind of like they were turned profile, right? And like, so he's over here or whatever, and they're just talking, and she just goes. I was a little like.
No, it could have been better. I can't say that I like remember it too well, so maybe that's why, like it wasn't that memorable, but I feel like Claire was just like, I want you. Like, she was like not holding back. But also, okay, I have a question about like timeline, because obviously filming is done. So like at this point, Claire has chosen her man, right?
Yeah.
So okay, and so she just is in real time, like on her social media and stuff, has to be quiet about everything.
I mean, who knows? There have been so much drama around this season. We don't know what's really going to happen. But in a normal season where like the Bachelor or Bachelorette actually picks somebody and then stays with them, which hasn't happened in a couple of years, they, once filming is done, they literally like have to go into hiding because they're not allowed to be seen with each other. So they like go back to whatever cities they're in, and then the like literally ABC has to schedule, like the franchise has to schedule like weekends for them to meet, and where they can go like film a little, but also like where it can be in complete secret so that none of the paparazzi and none of the press can see who was picked.
Oh. Because like I was thinking, like, even if a contestant goes home, like, everyone, all the guys that weren't picked, like, if they're seen now with a girl, like, on a date, like, just a girl from their hometown, it's like, that would ruin it too, right? Because we would know, okay, it's not them.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they all have to sign contracts that's, like, even when you go home, you have to be, like, super careful about everything. Because, yeah, like, if there's someone on the show who now you're seeing walking around with like a new girl, you're like, oh, obviously that person didn't win.
Right. Or at least like up until they get kicked off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we could see a picture right now of some of the guys from week 1 that were gone because we know they're gone. But right.
And those cool guys who were sent home night one, because normally, like, there's a chance that you can go on Bachelor in Paradise, even if you're sent home week one. If you make, like, enough of an impression or wear a funny costume or something, people might like you enough to want you on Bachelor in Paradise. But there is no Bachelor in Paradise this year. There probably won't be for a few years. So, like, these guys got nothing out of this whole process.
Well, wow, yeah, I'm excited to be in this new world. I feel like all the tea. I love hearing the tea. I was hooked from the beginning, just like I said, because they had such a long history to like recap. I was just living for it. Ooh. Do you have any other favorites other than Dale?
I don't really remember anybody's name except for Dale, because they're just so, like, they place that focus. I did like the guy who reached out to her, but they chose the two people you were going to remember on night one, and they made you like them. And those were the two people. So I have to watch this week's, and I'm so excited. Okay, well, I could talk about The Bachelorette all day and all night, but listen, if you are a Bachelorette fan out there, let us know, because we would love to have you on to talk about the drama. If you are a Bachelor franchise expert, we need that expertise on here. So let us know.
I'm sorry, Margot. I you've got some piping hot tea to spill that I know you haven't said it yet, but I read it and I'm like, please elaborate. Go ahead.
Okay. So Avatar, the movie with the blue people, okay? That's one of my favorite movies ever. All right? I love the blue people. I really do. I saw it in 3D when I was little, and it was one of the best movies I've ever seen. Now, for years, actually, I went and looked at a timeline. Since 2010, James Cameron, the director of Avatar, the Blue People movie, not to be confused with Avatar, The Last Airbender, James Cameron has been telling us we're getting sequels. He's been telling us every year. He said, no, we're not getting one sequel. We're getting 2. Then he said we're getting 3. Then he said we're getting 4. But this is all for a decade. He has been dangling this carrot in front of us. And we've been like, just give it to us. And, we're trying to chomp at it, and he keeps swindling it away. And instead, we're like eating cake because the carrot's too far away, and it's easier, and it's more comforting. And anyways, apparently, the Avatar sequel has finished filming after 10 years, people. 11, actually. It came out in 2009. So, listen. There's been a lot of rumors out there about Avatar in the past decade. So, this is the most recent update. We might find out in a year. James Cameron is like, oh, no, just kidding. It's coming out in 2030. Because that's just like how he likes to play with us. But if you love the blue people as much as I do, we have a chance to see them. Apparently, December 2021, they're coming out.
I would be so excited if that happened. Oh, Avatar is so good. Isn't it like the most grossing film of all time or something crazy? It made the most money.
Yeah, for the sequels movies, like they have 4 lined up that they said they're gonna film. They have a budget of $1 billion. That's the most for a movie ever.
That's crazy. Like more than Titanic, more like all these classics. Wow. I wonder why people love it so much. I mean, you love it, I love it, but
when it first came out, it was like the first time 3D, like I saw in theaters in 3D, and it was the first time I felt like that medium was really used well. Because did you see it in 3D?
No, I don't think so.
When you had the glasses on and you were in Pandora, you could touch all the flowers and like all the cool lights in it. It was like all around you.
Yeah.
I love the blue people.
I really love the blue people. I hope the next ones are all in 3D, because I will definitely see those in 3D. All I remember about going to see Avatar is that I had to go to the bathroom so bad, like at the very beginning of the movie, and you know how long that movie is, but I didn't go.
For the whole time?
No, I was like, I can't miss anything. And it was worth it. It was worth not missing anything. I feel like we have to touch hairs, like they do in the
Oh yeah, let's
to link up. Yeah.
we're now united as one.
No, what is it, like I see you or something like
oh
that?
yes. Oh my gosh, I forget all of that. And there's people who like learn the language and stuff. I mean, they legit created a language for the blue people.
Wow. So good. Oh, I'm so excited.
I'm so excited. I would just like to say that your experience in the movie theater throws me back to the days where things were not coming out on Netflix or on demand or whatever right after. So you couldn't pee in the theater because you would miss the movie and there was no way for you to rewatch it unless you went to the theater to go see the movie again and drop $12.
Right, exactly. Oh, what an odd time to live in. That sounds stressful. And did you know, also because of the pandemic, they're like just starting to open AMC movie theaters now, and you can rent out a movie theater for like $99, like $100 to have a whole movie theater to yourself, like your private party.
Okay, so like joint birthday party and
Yeah.
AMC theater. December
Honestly,
2nd.
that honestly might be it. You might have just planned our birthday.
I mean, say it is. Oh, look at this.
Yes, girl, give us a swivel. Oh, let's see you're ready for Christmas with those pants. Love it. Little candy cane. Oh my gosh. Well, I cannot wait for the Blue People Part 2.
All right.
Another thing that's popping, I will just say on a political note, I mean, come on, guys. It's almost election day. We're going to keep talking politics, but Hulu just released a new documentary style movie called Totally Under Control. And it is so good. It's just basically about the US's response to COVID-19. And the way it's done is just so well done. It's dramatic. A lot of the interviews are from previous Trump administration officials, and they've like all quit based on Trump's response because they just could not work with him anymore because they were just so disgusted by how he was handling everything. So it's like firsthand accounts, very credible, and I highly recommend watching that. And I like the fact that the name of the movie, Totally Under Control, is based on a Trump interview when he was describing COVID-19. He said, "We have it totally under control. You don't have to worry about anything." And I was just like, yes, the shade. Tea, right? Like, but it's so well done. So I recommend that if you're in a mood of trying to understand what's going on in this country. What do you have, Margot? What is not popping?
Okay, this is kind of a half-baked thought over here. But I was reading my local section of the Washington Post, and they had a review out for Rebecca, which is the new movie that just came out on Netflix, which is a remake of the Hitchcock film Rebecca. And they gave it a 1.5 stars. Now, I love Armie Hammer, who stars in it, so I would probably give it at least 2.5 stars just to look at him for 2 hours. But what is not happening is all of these remakes that are unnecessary. Everything is being remade nowadays. I feel like it is too much. Like, yes, okay, sometimes you can take, like, A Star is Born. There have been 4 different ones, but that makes sense because each time it's a different story. It's a little bit different. It's for a new generation. But I'm like, do we really need a new Rebecca? And even, although I'm really excited to see it, so it's not the best example, but they're remaking Dune. With Timothée Chalamet and Zendaya, and like, yes, it does look very cool, and it was actually filmed in the desert, but I'm like, we don't need all of these movies remade. If we, like, all these studios are just trying to make money by making long series or by remaking old things that they know that they will be able to profit off of, and I'm like, where's the new content? Where's the new work? Because I know that there are screenwriters and playwrights and people out there writing great new content that is about what is happening right now in this world. So, like, yes, we love a good classic, but also, can we make new work, please? Thank you.
That was like a beautifully thought out Savage Seconds in like a non-timed way. But I could not agree with you more. You know, my brother Norman is a hopeful screenwriter one day, but is a comedy writer. And he is just a perfect example of that. I'm like, this is someone that has all this new content, all these ideas, and it's like, but they're investing in all these remakes. It's like, come on, we need the new content, duh. Like, been there, done that. Let's invent something new. Let's get more ideas out there. So I could not agree with you more. I was just thinking that there is probably going to be so much more content too, like that's anthology based and like just very like all about COVID and like people filming things just like this. But I don't know. Have you heard of the movie or the HBO film, I guess, Coastal Elites? Have you seen that or heard of it? You would really like that. So that's also kind of, yeah, it is politically based, but it's Issa Rae, Bette Midler, Dan Levy, and Caitlin Dever, I think is her name. She's a young actress. Anyway, it's like different storylines, but it's about their experience in COVID, and it's very, very, very well done. And it's kind of all a dig at the current administration, but it's captivating. And there are like 20 to 30 minute monologues, and it's you would love it. You would love it. So I highly recommend that. Coastal Elites.
Sign me up.
Yeah.
20-minute long monologue.
Yeah, you would. Did you? I was thinking with the play you just did, you guys had to memorize your lines. You weren't looking at anything.
Yeah, but there weren't that many. It was
that was like like meh. And when you would cover up, oh, the drama. So was your hand on there the whole time, or you do that and then?
No, my hand was on there the whole time, and I have to be like, I was nervous, so like my hand was kind of shaking, so I was so worried that like light was gonna bleed through or whatever, and I was like, I was worried I was making sounds like with my fingers like tapping this computer. Yeah,
that was so cool. So you just had to be ready, listening to what everyone was doing and watching to be able to take. Wow.
Let's get into some savage seconds.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's do that.
We are savage secondsing off in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, it's 2020, so like everything and their mother's going wrong this year, but like, can we just address acne? Okay, I'm 22 years old. Homegirl can count like a chessboard, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, it doesn't end, okay? I'm trying to make my diet better, but it's hard. I'm trying to drink more water. I am not cutting out dairy. Sorry, never happening. But like, I'm so over my skin just not cooperating. I know stress can cause more acne and whatever, but like, anybody have any tips? Because like...
I totally feel you with that, Lydia. And yes, have I been eating 12 cookies a day? Yes. But okay, what I want to talk about is procrastination nation, because that is who I have always been a part of, where I have always been a part of, and where I reside on the daily. However, it is not good. And I have been getting better at it, but not that much better. Better as in now I start the project like 2 days in advance rather than the day of. But I have screwed myself over in this week, you guys. Please help me.
And scene. When you said procrastination nation, I was like, conjunction junction, what's your function?
Looking up words and phrases and clauses like conjunction junction, how's that function? I got 3 little words that get most of my job done. Yes, I was in Schoolhouse Rock in middle school. Thank you.
You're kidding. Oh. Wow, I did not know that was a whole play.
Oh,
hilarious.
There is Schoolhouse Rock Junior for middle school. Yes, there is.
Wow. Were you a Bill? What were you?
No, I was like in the ensemble. I think I did sing that song though. I'm just a Bill. Yes, I'm only a Bill. And I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill.
Yeah.
Well, okay, enough. But I did not sing the Conjunction Junction song. This other girl did. What was her name? I forget what her name was, but she killed it. She was so good, and she had all the moves, and like was doing some of this, and I was like, oh, and I remember we were all like, Conjunction Junction. What? Oh God.
Y'all getting in middle school. Moving forward. Again, the election is coming. November 3rd is coming. My biggest thing is that here in Maryland, early voting starts today, Monday, October 26th, all the way until November 2nd. Literally, as long as you're in line by 8 p.m., you can vote, okay? So if you are able, if you are comfortable enough, if you have the time between or after work to go vote, please do that. It's very important. Don't listen to any polls. In my opinion, don't listen to any polls. We will not know the results until we know the results. So just do your part. It's an exciting time. Let's get this done. Ooh.
Yes.
Any thoughts, comments on the last debate?
I did not watch it.
Awesome. That's your review then. You didn't want to see what it was like with their mics muted, even though it was.
No, I was like, listen, I've known for quite some time who I'm gonna vote for, and the first one was such a mess, and like after the vice presidential debate, I was like, I've heard all I need to, not that I needed to hear anything, but I did not feel inclined to watch it. But
I feel you.
how was it for you?
No, yeah, I mean, it didn't change much, and I think that is the consensus, that neither debate really swayed anybody. It was definitely more civilized. You got more substance out of it because they had only 2 minutes per answer. But, you know, Trump still got his digs in there at Biden, and, you know, sometimes it's like you need Joe to just focus on what he's going to say. Don't respond to, you know, Donald will go. You will just keep going. You just focus on what. But for the most part, it was much better.
All right, what's your quote?
My quote is from the Duchess of Sussex, now just known as Meghan. And she said, "Visualize your highest self and show up as her." So just do your best every day. That's what I got.
Wow, I needed to hear that.
Aww, show up as your highest self, Margot. Do it.
Sobs. Mine is, the trick is to enjoy life. Don't wish away your days waiting for better ones ahead, by Marjorie Pay Hinckley. And I need to hear that because I'm stressed and I'm just waiting for tomorrow. But the truth is, even in those stressful moments, you gotta enjoy today.
I needed to hear that. I love it. I love it. Enjoy today, and then enjoy the next day, and the next day after that. Love it. What do we want you to do? We want you to wash your hands. We want you to wear a mask. We want you to read What Would Frida Do? Ariana Davis, go get it. And have a great day and next couple weeks. Mwah.
And that's the show. Stalk us on Instagram at popoffsis.podcast and check out our Pop Off Sis YouTube channel.
We'll see you next time.
Pop off, sis.